One of the first items that a person sees at the 1997 4-H Jefferson County Fair is handy devices, gadgets, and restored open class. Adults 4-H and Future Farmers of America. Let's take a look at some of the items. Gary Adam was the overall champion with this contraption. And over here was Floyd Schaefer, restored equipment 1929, Farmall tractor, driven 75 miles on the Great Iowa Tractor Ride. James Taylor had this restored piece of equipment, a Minneapolis Moline tractor from 1950. Orville Brown had this labor saving award with this piece of equipment. This is a mud pump built by Ernie Ledger, owned by Ernie Ledger, Brighton. Puts out quite a bit of water. Roman Jivak had the handiest gadget. David Miller had this, the most economical gadget. Kind of looks like a bale of hay and some kind of a metal silo type item. It's been recycled to hold the hay in. So that's pretty economical after all, isn't it? Ron Black had the most versatile gadget. Exhibiting at the Iowa State Fair is one of the most popular activities for 4-H students. Here's a variety of some of the entries that will be going to the Iowa State Fair from Fairfield and Jefferson County. There's a bench made by Eric Eastman with a potted flower in the center of it. I'd like to have something like that for my house. Let's take a look now at some of the other entries for the Jefferson County 1997 Fair. Here's one by Melanie Harris, I believe is the name. There's some wreaths and pillow treatments. Some more wreaths. And it sounds like we have a fire off in the distance, so we've got the fire trucks going past on Highway 34. Here's a cute little pig planter. Somebody took a plastic bottle, cut it open, put some eyes on it, and made it look like a pig. That's pretty cute. There's a wall hanging, and a table lamp, some candlesticks, some pillow treatments. Somebody used some M&Ms, created a little chocolate sundae. There's a ceramic cat. Lots of creativity. Don't throw away your old shoes. Somebody even found a use for an old shoe. Put some ivy in it, and it's growing. And of course, all the food that can be cooked. Over here we have a sign, "Wolves are cool." Jennifer Cook, the 4-leaf clovers, made this little wall hanging rack. There's a patriotic theme. The signs, "The Journey into the Wilderness" by Kara Harris. And here's Rainy Day Fun. And let's see who this was created by. Held. Cynthia Held, I believe. Apologize if I got the wrong name on that, but I think that's who it is. That was cute. There's beeswax candles. There's pictures and paintings that people have done. There's My Trip to Finland by Justin Ingwall.
Kelsey said, "Yeah, I went to the bridge. Sometimes I could have turned it upside down. See, she could have the bridge over here."
Here's a pretty strange creature that somebody's created.
I just learned how to dive in.
Chelsea Keller. Oh, I know her. It's a pretty fun item. Looks like an angel with wings. There's some more paintings. And etchings. There's some clothing created by the 4-H students. A little baby crib. Lots of creativity shown by the students. A rocking chair. And a wooden dresser. Trunk. Here's Chelsea Keller's home improvement flower pot. That's pretty cute. She's 11 years old. Looks like this is a volcano. And a Dalmatian dog somebody's created. Easter eggs. And an insect collection. Another flower box. Some flowers made out of socks that have been painted and turned inside out. Made it look like petals and the tulips. That's pretty cute. And there's Garfield cookie jar. Hair ties. Another flower pot. I'm the mama bear, that's why. Even the bears have problems with children not behaving, the mamas. So it's been very good to see all the different things that the 4-H students have created. Takes a lot of work. So thank you for joining us for this part of the Jefferson County Fair in 1997.
What? Yeah. My name is Merlin Weishauer. This is my cow, Jefferson County Fair. And he's gonna beat everybody, especially the Elmores. And he's a black steer, and he's just gonna be an awesome cow. That's it. That's it.
Hi, my name is Angie Floyd, and this is my buddy's cow calf. It's one of the Elmores, I'm not sure, because I got a lot of them. I'm Kendra Elmore, and this is my cows at the Jefferson County Fair. And this is Turbo, he's an Angus steer. And first of all, we feed him every morning, then we rinse him down and blow him up. And we let him lay in front of 3 airplane fans so they keep cool and they grow hair. And then we feed him again overnight, and we trim him and stuff. So this is Turbo. Thanks, guys.
I'm Amy Elmore, and this is my heifer, Shania. She's a short-horn heifer, and I've been in 4-H for 5 years, going on 6, and I really like showing cattle, and I've had her since December, and I like going to other cattle shows, and this is Shania.
Now we're looking at the hogs and the pigs. On a hot summer day like this, they have to eat and drink. On a lazy summer afternoon, time to go to sleep. These are by Brandon Atwood, the Centaurs, and his swine. Spencer Atwood, and his swine from his collection. And here's true togetherness. That's a pretty special way to go to sleep. These by Mark Porter and Centaurs. Here's some of the sheep. This is by Randy Leeser. I'll burrow down and keep cool.
Yeah, right. I can go to school.
And I get a little bit of a tussle here.
Oh, yeah, he won that.
Trying to get around.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Not quite enough room for the two of them together, so you just kind of sit down and squish together. Here's a couple young girls who's looking at the Crable's critters, some of the puppies. Really, really cute puppies. I think the petting zoo out here is one of the most favorite fun things to do. Yeah, this one's getting thirsty.
You set your hand up there, yep, and you will be petted.
Petting. This one's cute. Why don't you turn them around so we can see them?
Here, you guys turn around this way.
Do you have a favorite one?
Which one do you like? That one? This way.
What do you like? You like that one?
Put your arm under his tummy. How bad do you want?
That one's cute.
That's the one.
What's your name?
Taylor. Look down. Caitlin, you want to hold this one?
There we go. That dog's getting pretty rambunctious, isn't it?
You like that?
That's kind of fun to have a puppy. Do you have any puppies at home?
We have a puppy at home.
Oh, you're an old hand at being able to hold the puppies then.
Tasha? This way, Taylor.
There we go. Together. I think they like having all the fun of being loved and hugged. Here's an emu from the petting zoo. Hello. Can you say hi? No, it's not going to say hi to us. Oh, you have a rabbit. Do you have any rabbits at home?
Yeah, these are all mine when I brought here.
These are your rabbits.
Yep.
Oh.
2 of them got snow.
Do they have any names?
That black one's Speedy.
That's Speedy, huh?
Easter Bunny. Rice. Popcorn. And that gray one over there is gray. And the one under him.
You get to take care of them?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I don't know the name of this one.
Yeah. That must be pretty tough when they get sold, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty tough to raise them and then have to give them away or sell them. And here's somebody who wants to say hi to us. Hello. Oops, he's kind of shy too. What are these called? What are these two called?
Whatever I do know, the ones with the humps on the head, goose, and the other 2 by each other are ducks.
Those are ducks. You don't know what these are, huh?
Those is emus.
Emus, yeah. They look like baby emus. Maybe they're going to grow up and be big ones. Oops. The one over there just did some business. Here's a llama. Trying to reach over.
Dave was?
But it's not quite coming over. Yeah. Just a little too far over, isn't it?
Can I have that little black one that's in the corner smushed up?
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh. Look at this one. A little kitten. Ooh.
Come on, go put the puppy back.
Here's a little animal that's found a spot outside by the gates. He was going to watch the tractor pull. Here's a Joey. Hello. Can you say hi to us?
Anytime? Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah Traeger, and I'm involved with Habitat for Humanity, the Greater Fairfield Area Chapter. We recently received our affiliation just a few short weeks ago, and in a few short weeks we will be beginning construction on our first home here in Fairfield. The Family Selection Committee is working on interviewing applicants for the first home, and we hope to have our family selected by the first part of August. We hope to begin construction on our first home by the middle of August, and we're here at the fair selling cookbooks and t-shirts and raffle tickets for the Playhouse that's here behind me. The Knights of Columbus constructed the Playhouse for us this year. It's one of our annual fundraising projects. This is the third year that we've done this, and it's been a good fundraiser. The Playhouse will be raffled the third Saturday in September at the Kiwanis Children's Day Festival. And you do not need to be present to win. Raffle tickets are $1, and you can see the Playhouse at Fairfield Lumber during the week. On the weekends, we will have it at various businesses throughout the town for the next few weeks. And you can contact anyone in Habitat for Humanity for a ticket or for information about Habitat or how to become involved with the Greater Fairfield Area Habitat for Humanity. Thank you.
It's almost dinner time, so people are already lining up in order to eat some food for dinner. Rehearsing for the band concert tonight. That'll be in the show arena. There's one good way to get around the county fair. Right at the little tractor.
Jefferson County Fair. Tonight, to start things off with, Doug Johnson, president of the Fair Board, has a few little remarks that he would like to make.
Thank you and good evening. As some of you might know, this is the 50th fair for Jefferson County Fair, and at this time I'd like to introduce the fair board that we have today. Some of them might be up around here, and some of them are probably working somewhere, but as I announce your names, if you guys and gal please come out forward here. Denny Tomes, Ken Norton, John Gevok, John Myers, Corwin Henshaw, John Stever, Frank Wattiger, Carol Beasley, John Peck, Gail Swan, Orville Brown's assistant treasurer, Jim Horace is treasurer, Colleen Smith is the first lady that's on the board, she's secretary, Larry Keats is vice president, and myself, Doug Johnson. Thank you. You can go hide again now. The fair here, Ron Bauer, at this time I'd like to give you a little bit of the history of the 50th fair. Ron?
It was back in October 31 of 1947 when some gentlemen got together and organized the Jefferson County Junior Ag Board at that time. The original board members, Glenn Leathers, Henry McClary, Ralph Todd, Claire Baker, Roy Jewell, Merle Stanley, Kenneth Clark, R.C. Norman, Russell Parsons, Earl Fickle, and George Reeves. It's interesting to note that when they organized, they had no funds. Just kind of like many of you have started an organization with no treasurer, no money. Each of those individuals put $100 in the treasury, and they bought the 40 acres we're on right now. How much an acre do you think they paid in 1947? $150 an acre. What's it worth today? I don't know. Don't price it. The 40 acres was used for the first show then in 1948. They had one building. That would be to our east. It's been torn down. Remember that old barn that stood out here? Okay, that was the first barn. The rest of the land was planted to oats. Then the beef barn, 1949. Swine barn, 1950. Then this structure was built in, let's see, 1969. The activities building, 1952. And then we started the bleachers in 1970, 1974, and you can see what's happened since. So we owe a lot to these original members who had faith in the youth, and we're still, 50 years later, enjoying what they started.
Thank you, Ron. Why we're talking about buildings, as you've probably noticed, the sheep barn over here is kind of in a need of repair. The heavy snow we had last winter took the roof down on it, and we found out we didn't have snow load coverage. So at this time we're having a fund drive for a new sheep barn. A new sheep barn, the way the Fair Board would like to build it, will cost around $25,000, and we feel like if we can raise about 80% of this money through donations, then the Fair Board can come through with the rest. So you can look at the sheep barn and think about donating, we'd sure appreciate it. The money will be kept in a special account, so if for some reason we can't raise enough money to build it, if you want your money refunded, we would refund it for you. Or you can pledge $50 or $100 or $1,000, and then if we decide to build, we'll activate your pledge. At this time, the Fair Board members, there's been many of them, but the past board members that have relatives or are around here, as I name your name, would you come forward or stand up, spouse or whatever. They're kind of in alphabetical order, and I know we missed some over the 50 years, through the different secretaries. Some of the minutes have gotten misplaced, and I know we're missing some. So if anybody's here when I'm done that I haven't read your name that's a member, please let us know. These are Doug Alexander, Bob Allison, Don Atwood, Ron Bauer, Leonard Boot, Don Daly, Dale Robertson, Phil Davis, Dennis Drish, Ed Drzezinski, Glenn Farrell, Larry Gearing, Bill Hipp, Carol Horton, Larry Lauderman, Randy Lewis, Terry Lowenberg, Mrs. Clyde McCracken. Clyde McCracken was one of the original. Miller Morgan, Mrs. William Porter, Nathan Porter, Jerry Shellstrom, Floyd Schaefer, Rick Small, Lowell Stacy, Joyce Stanley, Ed Stater, Mrs. Rex Swan, Larry Warner, Jim Pogamiller, Harold Rebling, Glenn Leathers, Henry McClary, and Don Metz. So if any of you people are here or relatives or whatever, please stand up and we'll give you a round of applause, please. Just one other thing I'd like to say before I turn the show back over to Corwin. I was visiting with a gentleman here the other day, and this is our 50th fair, and he's been involved in 45 of them. He was on the fair board for 21 years, and he's been scale man over here in the scale house weighing livestock in for 24 of those years. And this is Floyd Schaefer. He's sitting right over here. 45 years. Thank you for your time this evening. Remember the fund drive for the sheep barn, and I'll turn the program to Corbin. Thanks again.
Thank you, Doug. Those interesting facts of the Jefferson County Fair. This next group we have, or the first group we have, came from north of the border. Way up there, north of the border, up where it's cold. Well, I don't know that it really is too much different than here, because it's just north of the Jefferson County line. This group is the Richland Old Timers String Band, and they're mostly from Richland. Okay, we'll turn it over to you guys.
Thank you. I'm Corwin Henshaw. I live north of town here at Fairfield, and my business is at Richland. On my left is my father Kermit. To my near left here is Raymond Ewell, and Raymond did quite a feat. He was in the hospital day before yesterday. Thought he might have had a little touch of a stroke, but I'll tell you what, he's such a dedicated fiddle player, he wasn't going to let anything like that hold him down, so he's here tonight. And on my right is Larry Morgan, and in between him we're missing someone, and that is Cletus Yoder. Cletus always plays with us. He plays the harmonica and he plays the guitar, and Cletus just had hip surgery. So I hope this isn't an indication of things to come for me, but anyway, we do miss Cletus. You know, they always say that you save the best to last, so you know where that rates us. So bear with us this evening. Our first theme song is Meet Me With a Smile. See. Thank you. Our next song is Kentucky Waltz. over here so I don't hit Raymond, knock him over.
Honey, you want your own straw? How about that? Thank you. Y'all have fun tonight.
That one is way too big.
How can you see what
My daughter